All right. Well, we're just as we're letting everyone in, welcome along to Business Owners Smashing Online. We know it's Tuesday because this happens every Tuesday night. So, for those that don't know me, my name is Nick Cree. I'm your host for this evening. In fact, I'm the host every Tuesday. And we do have a guest waiting in the wings today. His name's Ed Zier. He's sitting up on the top left. Well, he is for me. So, see if you can see where he's sitting on your screen. And he's here to talk about LinkedIn. So Alden says he's that way, someone says he's that way, someone says he's up there. So we'll bring him on shortly to really sort of wow us with some of the LinkedIn knowledge that he's got to help us to really navigate through that platform. But before we get going there, let's find out who we've got in the room. So let's have a look. So maybe just introduce yourself. It's not compulsory, this part, but just introduce yourself, your name, your business, and what is it you want to get out of tonight? Why are you here tonight? So name, business, why are you here tonight? And I'll tell you what, it's really good to see Peter here. He's had a couple of problems trying to get on sort of from Thailand. So it's awesome that to see you've made it today, Peter.
Thanks very much, Nick. It's good to be here. Looking forward to hearing you, Ed. I've been involved with LinkedIn and Facebook for quite a while, but I just can't quite get LinkedIn to work for me from an engagement point of view. A lot of my business comes from LinkedIn, but from an engagement point of view, I often get crickets, to be quite frank. And the same post on Facebook might get 50 or 100 comments. So yeah, it's a blooming mystery to me. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it.
Peter, I'm exactly the same as well too. So I'm curious about that questionnaire. So that's all about engagement. So awesome, excellent. All right, who else we got here? I can see Michael waving his hand there. How are you, Mike?
Good, thank you, Nick. Michael Palmer Consulting. I'm a financial management coach and consultant. And I'm here tonight because I've focused on LinkedIn for quite a long time. Spent a lot of time on the profile and everything, but now's the time to turn it into dollars, and I'm looking forward to the presentation to help me do that.
Excellent. So monetization, turning it into real business. Awesome. Love that. All right. Who else we got here tonight? Give us a wave or just unmute yourself and come and say hi. I can see Aldrin's there, sort of ready to. There she is. Yes, you moved.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm Adrenalin Alternating, known as the Media Queen, based on the Gold Coast, very passionate about inspiring more truth and good news in the world, which we so need right now. More good news, more gratitude, more love, and it's all happening here in the Zoom room. So much love in this room. Great to see so many familiar faces. I can't wait to see what Edward has to share today. He's an absolute legend, everything I've been on with him, and I saw him in person on Friday in Brisbane. Amazing. Can't wait to hear what he has to share tonight, and great to be back. Of course, Nick, love your events. Thank you so much for keeping this going every week.
Awesome. Actually, I was just looking at the back through my Google Drive, and we're into year 5 with this. So
wow.
Started up in 2018. Can you believe it, eh? So 5
Amazing.
years. I don't feel that old.
That's longer than a lot of marriages, Nick. Amazing.
Excellent. All right, who else we got here tonight? Give us a wave, just butt in. Hey, Annie.
Hello. I'm very excited to see Ed here because I'm part of Ed's network with Aldwin and saw him live in Brisbane last week, which is so much better than doing the online things. So it's going to be fascinating to see what he says today. I had a very exciting week last week. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an animal-human relationship enricher. So I support animal parents to develop a deeper relationship with their animals through finding out what's going on, particularly with behaviour or health issues. And then I help support bereaved parents navigate through their grief and give them peace of mind from communicating with their animal. So on Friday, I had the pleasure of being interviewed for USA TV and radio live streams. That was my first TV experience. And Friday evening, I did my first masterclass. So things are happening, which is very exciting. So more animals to help and more humans to help.
Excellent. Oh, that's pretty awesome. I saw that that was all happening when you posted about that. So yeah, that was terrific. That's fantastic. So all good things are happening from here.
I hope so.
Excellent. Thanks, Annie. All right, time for a couple more. Who's going to be sort of our lucky last? G'day, Jeff. How are you going?
Good, thanks, Nick. Now, I'm Jeff Summers, the Reputation Marketing Specialist, and I help people build authority and trust online, mainly through reviews and testimonials. I help them get more reviews, market those reviews, and most importantly, or manage those reviews, and most importantly, market those reviews in video and image format. What I've been offering lately is a little widget you put on your website that brings the reviews straight onto your website, and it increases website conversions. You know, you spend a lot of money on SEO and on AdWords to try and get people to your website. And when they're there and they've got all these 5-star reviews popping up, they're more likely to buy and you get better website conversions. So that's what I'm offering now.
Excellent. And Jeff's given me that widget to put on my website. So if you want to see how it works, it's on smashgo.co. It's pretty cool, actually. I was thought, oh, it's just another widget, but seeing it in action, it's actually really good. So, and I can really understand how it works with their conversion. So,
And it's got a cool call to action on it too.
Yeah, it has too. So, yeah. Awesome. Excellent. Well, welcome along, Jeff. All right, lucky last. Who's going to be our last person to say hello and why you're here? Actually, I didn't ask you why you were here, Jeff. What are you hoping to get out of tonight?
Well, I did a course on LinkedIn years and years ago and did nothing with it. Now I'm sort of wanting to learn a bit more and sort of actually do something this time.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, tonight's the night of action then. All right. Anyone going to be our lucky last, or is Jeff going to claim that spot? G'day, Troy. How are you going? I was going to call you out.
I'll chip in. Ron Pierre here.
G'day, Ron, and then Troy. Hey, Ron.
Sorry, did I cut in too early?
Look, you did, but that is fine because in life, you either have to step at the front of the line or you'll be left at the back.
Well, I'm in the kitchen.
That'll do then.
Ron Pierre here. I'll be quick. Ron Pierre here from the Pet Karma. I specialise in dog and cat anxiety as well as horses and birds. And one of the things we've been using social media with limited success. And like I was listening to Nick today about changing from Facebook to LinkedIn, and I'm looking forward to hearing what's going on there too, because I think we can be probably more on a professional site than a site like Facebook.
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you listened into the site today. I felt like I was talking to no one on Facebook today.
No, it's surprising.
I'm wondering who you divorced from, Nick, and who you taking up with.
Say again, Michael?
I'm wondering who you're divorced from and who you're taking up with.
I'm divorcing from Facebook and taking up with LinkedIn.
Oh, that's boring. Yeah, boring.
That's right. That's about as far as I can take it. All righty, Troy, lucky last, how are you? Here he goes. He's the master lip syncer.
So I'm just kidding. Hi, Troy from Shoebox Books. We're bookkeepers. I look after marketing. I'm here because I stay away from LinkedIn because I have no idea how to use it. I didn't even know how to use Facebook properly. So when this came up, jumped on it. So I'm here for that. Good to see some familiar faces. And if I haven't met you before, I'm Troy. Nice to meet you. Hope to meet you in person sometime. So
awesome. Excellent. Great to see you here.
Thanks, Nick.
All right, so let's get cracking. We do have a bit of an agenda tonight. Oh, there we go. It's not that there. That is my whiteboard. Why does it do that? All right, let's just try this again. And there we go. So we do have an agenda for tonight. For those that have just arrived after and you don't know who I am, my name's Nick Cree, and I'm the host of Business Owners Smashing Online. So the agenda tonight is I have some cool online tools to share with you. Then we'll bring on Ed, who's going to talk to us about LinkedIn. And sort of pretty incredible statistic about Ed too. He's talked about getting sort of 112,000 highly or sort of followers on LinkedIn. How the heck do you get 112? I guess we're going to find out 112,000 it is, not just 112. So I guess we're going to find out that tonight. We'll have time for questions and a prize draw before we talk about the next event. And I see that we've got Aldrin on here too. So I'm sort of thinking that being the media queen that she is, she's probably got an event coming up and is happy to offer a prize. So now that I've thrown her into it, she said that she would. In order to win it, you actually have to be here at the end of the evening. So if you draw it and you're not here, tough luck. We try it in and draw it again. All right, so let's just for now, let's just check in on Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, whatever is your platform of choice. And feel free to take a photo of the screen. So tag me in, tag Ed in. If you're here with someone, tag them in as well. Or if there's someone that should have been here and was registered and could have been here, maybe tag them in as well too. So this screen just happens to be Facebook. So the various platforms are slightly different, but they're essentially, if you tap on where you'd normally create a post, on Facebook you'll get a check-in item, which is in a menu that scrolls up from the bottom. And then if you tap on that, you'll find a screen which will have probably events all around you. And you may or may not see Business Owners Smashing Online. If you don't, just go into the search bar and click on business, or type Business Owners Smashing Online. It'll come up, tap on that, and then add a comment. And it does two things. One, it's great for us because it spreads the word just a little bit further for those that have registered and forgot to show up, and they see it come up in their feed and think, oh, that's right, that's on. Or maybe they haven't even heard of us before and they're interested in the topic. So it just helps them to see that this is around and they can come along to it. It also helps you to build your digital profile because, as you know, when people are having a look at comments that you make, posts that you put up, images you create, and videos you make on the platforms, often they will hover over your icon and click on your profile and find out a bit more about who you are. And part of that who you are, things like events that you attend, people you hang out with, friends, family, all that sort of thing there. And so if people are looking for a professional to deal with, sometimes people do go down and have a look at the professional events that they attend for their own development as well. So it works both ways. All right, so let's have a look at what we've got next. We have some cool online tools. All right, so let's go and find my browser, which I prepared a little earlier, and let's see what we've got in store for today. All right, I'm hoping that you can see a screen that says stop spending your whole day on calls. If you can see that, just give us a thumbs up to know that I've got the tech working. Fantastic. Excellent. All right, so this one really appealed to me. There are a number of other options out there as well too, but this one I stumbled across with it was another app that had a competition going. Geez, I should remember it, shouldn't I? But they were promoting this particular app, and I can't remember who they were, but I thought this one was pretty cool. So this one's called Yakcom. And what it is it's a way of sending voice messages on a platform back and forth from you and your colleagues or clients without having to jump onto Zoom meetings or organize phone calls or whatever. So it's really just a quick way of sending messages. So let's see if we log into it, and we'll have a look on the inside of it. And they say this one's come out of the whole sort of 3 years experience of people being on Zoom. First of all, they had no idea what Zoom is. Then they got used to Zoom and it was all pretty exciting and new as they could put up backgrounds and do all sorts of things. And then apparently we are now in the time of Zoom fatigue, where sort of people are saying, oh, not another Zoom call. So this here was really sort of whether it came about or whether they've positioned themselves to to counter that, but that's how they position themselves. So, and really what it is that you can invite people into it, or you can just send a message to someone. So I've actually got myself set up twice in here. And you can either send a screen share message, so you can video your screen and you can work your way around your screen and you can talk about what's on the screen. So yeah, it might be helpful if you have a graphic design piece you want to talk about, or web developers creating something you want to comment on it, or you've got a document you want to talk about, or you can just send a voice message. And they are messages that go back and forth, a little like voice memo messages on text message. So let's get rid of that one, and it's free. So they have a forever free version, and they have a premium version as well too, which isn't terribly expensive. I think it's around $15 or less a month for that there. But the way it works is, here we go. We've just opened up a conversation. It comes as a web app, so in the browser, and you can also download it to your PC or your Mac, and it works with that as well too. So really what we do is create a new message, and we're going to look for someone to send a message to. I've already got 2 accounts of me in here, and it's just as simple as recording a voice message. So at the moment, we'll click start record, and it will now start recording everything we say, except for some reason, because we're live, it's not going to work. Well, here you go, resume recording. Let's try that again. There we go. Now it's recording our my voice, and so you can talk and send a message, and then when you're ready to send it, you'll just hit stop record, and then you can go and send it. Give it a title here, say just a quick comment, for instance, and then we can go and send it. What this app actually does is it encodes it, so it's an audio file. It also transcribes it as well. So not only does it send the audio, it sends a transcription. Because sometimes, for me, like I just want to read something quickly. I'm not in a place where I can listen to an audio. This way you get both versions of it sent to you. So they'll get that as an email message, or if they are, so they don't need to be a Yak subscriber to receive it. They can get it as an audio message by email, click on it and play it. Or if they do have a Yak account, then and they happen to have the app on their computer or their phone, then it'll come up with a notification. They can just listen to it there, and once it comes in, they can respond to it the same way as well too. So and so that was just a voice message. You've also got the option there of recording your screen. So just like Zoom here, you've got a you can select a screen or a window or a tab on your computer, and then you can just record as we just did on the audio. So so there's a few options like that. This one happens to have a free forever plan, so you can send messages to your heart's content, and it's good for teams too if you've got staff as well that are using, say, an app like Slack or Skype. It's just an easy, or it's got a slightly better way of organising conversations than, say, on Skype. You can organise rooms, so you can have a team room where you've got conversations all in one room, and you can work with people across the other side of the world as well too. So while you're awake, you can record some messages and send it through. When they wake up, they'll get the messages and they can respond to it in their own time too. So people are not necessarily locked into a meeting at one time and trying to find sort of a time that suits everyone. So there you go. They call it an alternative to Zooming, but it's another method of communication there, which looks pretty cool. You probably use it with clients as well too, and sending out bulk messages to people as well too. All right, so the URL for that is yak.com, yac.com. Now these apps, as always, we'll pop these into chat. If you're not sure where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, there is a speech bubble icon with chat written on it. And if you click on that, it'll open up the chat. And I think, And I think the link is already in chat. Look at that there. So, at the end of the evening, you can save this chat. You can see 3 little dots at the bottom right-hand side of the chat. If you click on that, that allows you to save that entire chat to your computer. So you've got the links exactly as they should be, so that you don't need to worry about writing them down correctly or incorrectly. All right, so that's our first app tonight. Next one is one called WPS. So for those of you that want an alternative and a good alternative to Google Documents, Google Spreadsheets, Microsoft Office 365, then we have WPS.com. So that there contains, spreadsheets, Word documents. It's also free. It's free with branding on it, or if you do want to subscribe to it, it's something like $60 a year, I think it is, for all of those features. It works on Mac, Windows, and on your phone devices, so Android and iOS. It's a fully featured, spreadsheet and Word document. I had a good play with it actually, and it's got pretty much everything you need in a application like that. It also opens up your documents from other formats. So if you've got documents that have been created in, say, Google Spreadsheets or Google Documents or in Microsoft, one of their ones, it will open up those documents as well too. And you can send them in that format to be opened in those other applications too. So, if nothing else, if you want to use something as a conversion tool, if you found that you had older versions or you couldn't convert the documents with your applications, it's a quick way to convert documents as well and change them to another format. So that one there is called WPS. So here we go. Here's the pricing. So it is free. There we go. Free download. There we go. Sort of, $40 Australian a year. So there we go. Not even US. So you don't need to take out a mortgage for this. It's actually in Aussie dollars. And the URL for that is WPS.com. And they've also got things like slides. So if you're doing presentations, spreadsheets, creating PDF documents, all that sort of stuff, heaps of templates in there as well too. So if you're looking for inspiration to do things, they've got, especially presentations and that type of things, they've got good templates in there to be able to use. All right, next one is one called Centered.app. So I've just opened up to the dashboard screen, probably because I'm logged into it. But that's all right. I'll show you around that anyway. There we go. We've gone to the front. So really what it is it's a productivity platform, this one here. So how many people there find they get cracking into work and then get interrupted with, say, phone calls or an email comes in they've got to deal with, and so they find they're jumping from task to task to task, and before they know it, 4 hours is blown out. They still haven't finished what they need to finish. Have to go back to it now under pressure to get things done. So really what Centered.app is it's an application where you can put in the tasks that you want to actually accomplish in a day. So that's one of the habits that I get into. I use a physical diary system called, a schedule system called Self Journal. Even though I'm a digital sort of guy, I use a thing called Self Journal, and that's where I jot down my 3 key priorities for the day. So, for today, one of my key priorities is actually ensuring that I've got all these apps together. I've sent the links off to JM, who's on my team, and that I get the presentation slides all done. So that's, if I don't get that done, it ends up sort of being a bit of a disaster if I'm doing it now before the session or 30 minutes before. So I'm always scheduling in that sort of time to do it. So what this does is it gives you distraction-free time to do it. So all you do is you can create some tasks. So let's say write a blog post, and you can also assign a time to it as well too. So you can make it recurring. So if it's something that happens every week, you can assign as a weekly task. You can set a time to it, And what this app does is that once you set it running, it just eliminates all the other distractions. So any of the beeps and the bangs and whatever that happen on your computer, you can silence all those. And if you go and check another app or open another app, it'll just give you a gentle nudge to say, hey, I think you're supposed to be writing your blog post. So what you can do is you can actually drag your items up here. So, here you've got an hour and 1 minute. There you go. It takes me an hour and a minute to do the slides and the apps and write a blog post. Then you hit click flowing, and that will sort of give you all of that distraction-free time. So I won't actually get that going now because I don't want to turn off or sort of have Zoom interrupted. But that one there is really just for productivity and helping people to get an understanding of how well they work, and really to give you a schedule or an agenda to follow for the day, particularly for those tasks that are important, but ones that you control. They're not ones that other people control. So often if you've got appointments in your schedule there where you're meeting someone, that's even though you control it, you've got someone else you're accountable to. Writing a blog post or writing a LinkedIn post or whatever, that's something where you feel you can move that around. So this way it puts in a solid slot, make sure you get it done. So all sorts of uses that one there. All right, next one I've got is, this is Appsumo, but it's a site of Appsumo that you may not have seen before. So Appsumo.com is a place that I'm often hanging out, and they've got lots of my money. So I bought lots of apps and tools on Appsumo on lifetime deals. Pay for it once rather than paying for subscriptions. And you often get products that launch on there. Or they might be running a promo and get some cash in the door. They're good products, and they'll promote it through Appsumo as a one-time payment, lifetime deal rather than a subscription. So heaps and heaps of really good apps that come through there, and they've got new apps that come on all the time. So it's just one of those ones. This is one of my websites I've just got to keep visiting because I've just got to get rid of sort of money each week, and this is the best place that I managed to be able to do that. So, but this side of it here is sell.appsumo.com. And I hadn't really discovered that until I saw someone else that I know who lives in Singapore, and she was selling a social media calendar or scheduler on Appsumo. This is not a piece of software. It was a PDF document. It was one that she works on. She works with her clients on it, and she put it up there, I think, for $4.99 for sale. And I thought, well, what a good idea. And so even though $4.99 is not a terrific amount of money, what you are getting access to is the Appsumo's database, and they send out emails daily. So rather than you sending out emails daily, they're sending out to thousands and thousands of their subscribers daily. Someone comes along and buys your PDF at $4.99 or $3.99, whatever you sell it for. You've now got another subscriber on your list that has indicated an interest in your particular product or your service because they've bought what you're selling. So super easy to get listed on there. Obviously, Appsumo gets a clip of the ticket, and you get paid for it as well. You can just click on sell a product, list new product, and you can see that I've got 5 up there in drafts at the moment to really check the system out. So this is brand new. Only already discovered it today. But as a marketing opportunity, really good marketing opportunity. I'm not sort of saying that it's something that you are going to earn a lot of money out of, although you could, but thinking more of it from a marketing perspective where you can start to reach another target group of customers or someone else's database through them marketing, advertising your product out through there. Now, they obviously review it, they approve it. It's not an automatic process, but definitely worth having a look at. All right, and our very last one we've got today, a bit of fun. This is your superhero name generator. So this one's just at brainfall.com/what's-your-superhero-name. Now, Brainfall has got a whole lot of quizzes and things. I just happen to like this one here because someone sent it to me, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. But there's something even cooler about it as well too. So this is really an idea for marketing that you could use in your website as well too, or your processes as well. Go through the quiz. Apparently, my superhero name is the Procrastinator. So there you go, and how right that can be. I am the procrastinator because I'm always putting stuff off. So all you do is answer these questions, but you'll see at the end, before you get your result, you have to do a survey. So these are just surveys. I think the survey you don't get to choose it; they just give it to you. Survey I got was on laundry powder. So, you know, they think I wash my clothes. You know, I go down to the laundromat. But anyway, they had, 5 laundry powders there. None of the brands I knew because they're all US brands, so obviously geared to the US market. But the idea that I liked about it was I'm thinking, I can't be bothered doing a survey. But you know what? I did it anyway because I thought, I actually still want to know what my superhero name is. I was really disappointed I was a procrastinator, but it's still pretty cool anyway. But in terms of process, do you think about this for marketing or list building for yourself as well too? You can run a quiz on your or something that's quirky or interesting. I'm thinking about, let's say, Annie, who's dealing with animals there, and the animals that are just like their owners, like my one is. And so you can work out maybe what your animal personality is. So there's another good one. And then you can do sort of a quiz there about sort of a program you're running, a topic that you think people may be interested in, or whatever it is before they get the answer. So it gives you a bit of market research as well as a bit of fun in terms of giving them something as well too. So there you go. There's the a bit of fun for today. That's the what's your superhero name. So feel free to go through it tonight and just drop your superhero name into chat so we can see what superheroes we've got here on the show today. All right. There we go. That is our roundup of cool online tools. So any standouts there that you like? Back as I'm a prolific user of voice clip messaging. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm a bit like that too, Peter. So I'm going to be using that a whole lot more. Yeah, the superhero name. I know, sort of Aldrin, you got lots of superpowers, but I'm interested to see what your primary superpower is here. Excellent. So just drop into chat your favorite one, which is going to be the one that's going to take you down that rabbit hole of procrastination. Oh, that's me. I'm the procrastinator. That's why I like all these apps and tools, because it helps me to procrastinate on what I really should be doing. All right, yep, selling on Appsumo. Yep, Appsumo as well. Yep, perfect, excellent. Yak and WPS. Awesome. All right, well, there we go. There's our roundup of online apps and tools. As I say, you may want to save the chat now just in case you forget later on. You can always save it later on as well too, and you can have it twice as well. So, all right, so there we are. That is our online tools. First segment.